what I try to do with these calls is talk for 10 to 15 minutes, give some information, and then open it up to questions and concerns. We can talk about this specific topic, or we can talk about other things. Whatever you guys want to talk about is great. Okay, let me just pull up my notes really quick. So this is going to be really similar to a YouTube recording that I have on recruiting, but I feel like these, sorry, my husband is trying to get a hold of me. Hold on. All right. Sorry. Okay. So recruiting, this is a really, really big part of our business. Now, obviously you can make really great money from Zaya just by selling the clothes alone. And you wouldn't have to recruit a single person. It's actually something that I love about our business model is that nobody actually has to sign up. They can just truly be a customer and purchase from you, which is really, really nice. Because some people maybe don't want to do the business right away or be on like, an auto ship. There's a lot of companies that are that way, that you have to be on auto ship and that kind of stuff and sign up basically right away. So, but to really maximize the compensation plan, you do have to recruit. And something that I love that Sam Higginson talked about in our Monday night call a couple weeks ago was he talked about how recruiting just has to be a natural part of the conversation. So this is something that I've talked about too, and maybe we can like kind of go into a little more details about it, is that the whole point of recruiting is to fulfill a need. So if a mom is telling you she is wanting more income, she loves working out, but she's frustrated because she can't pay for certain things or do certain things, that kind of opens the door for you to talk about Zaya. It allows you to have that natural conversation with them and talk to them about it. So just really try to have it be
That's not where I found it. I didn't find it
of your conversation and not like a forced thing. So bookings create income and money. So a booking is a party, okay? Whereas recruiting generates large income. So if you're wanting to have this generate large amounts of money, and to me, large amounts of money is anywhere over $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month coming in consistently every month for a family is a huge deal. That's a lot of money. And what's cool about these businesses is that that money can be duplicated by recruiting and having more people join your team. Okay. So, why do we want to recruit? You really have to kind of figure out why you're wanting to have a team. Is it so you can make more money? Yes. But the goal of recruiting is truly to be a servant, to help other people grow and develop and generate their own income and achieve their own goals and dreams. If you're not helping people achieve their goals and dreams, your money is going to be affected by that. So I will tell you that probably one of the sweetest things of me building my business is watching people achieve their dreams and their goals, that I've worked with, that I've talked to, that I've known since I've started, and to watch their lives change before our eyes. It's the best part of these businesses. So make a list of who would want to make some extra money and who wants to have fun doing it. One of the biggest things that I hear from people is they say they can't recruit. Everybody can recruit. It is a total mindset. And as soon as you change your mindset and decide, I am going to sponsor somebody and I'm not going to take no from somebody until I get a yes. Okay. Recruiting takes the right attitude. And when you change your mindset and your attitude to be confident, excited, and positive, it's like a light has turned on. I love one of my girls that I've worked with for a long, long time. She's like, man, Natalie, I wish I had the confidence now that I had when I first started. And I said, I agree. It would have been awesome. But I was like, you weren't in a place to be that way. You've had to learn and to grow and to become the confident, positive light that you are now. So, you know, the saying like, fake it till you make it. If you're really struggling, feeling confident, and when somebody's asking you like, well, how much money are you making? People like $500 to $1,000, you guys, for people is life-changing money. I know it was changing my life when I was making $500 to $1,000 a month. I was like, this is awesome. I can buy my clothes. I can kind of do whatever I want. It was like my mad cash. And that fed my desire to have more. Okay. So, if you make recruiting fun and exciting, it can be really easy. So one of the things that I want to talk about is, why does recruiting come off difficult? And usually it's because we're focused on ourselves. So I want you to start thinking about what you can do to give to other people. So when you post about Zaya, what is it that is given to other people because of Zaya? We all love to help and nurture people and take care of each other and do something nice. And you have to remember that we have the answer or an answer to people's problems. I can't tell you how many girls I talk to, and they start making Zaya like the problem instead of Zaya the solution. And it's like, you know, you're praying for extra income, you're praying for these things, you're asking like to have more abundance in your life, but you're not sharing this to allow that abundance to come into your life. That Zaya is truly the answer for so many people's problems. And it's not just financial. There's so many women I talk to that they are so tired of their leggings falling down. There are so many women that I talk to that hate their sports bras. You know, we have an amazing product line that can change people's workouts, and then it can also change their lives because the products are that good. So something else is to invite people. You don't want to ask people to join your team. You want to invite them. So whenever I talk to somebody, I always kind of phrase it like, I'd love for you to take a look. I never say, I want you on my team, or, you know, you need to join my team. It's always, I would love for you to see if Zaya would be a good fit for you. You know, I'm inviting you to take a look at my team's Become a Rep page, that kind of thing. So you can always ask for parties or for purchases, but you should not ask people to join your team. You need to invite them to see if Zaya would be a good fit for them. So there's some things that I want to talk about to kind of help us with our mental attitude when it comes to recruiting is, don't be attached to the outcome of any one conversation. I have so many conversations about Zaya every day, about people joining my team. And if I was focused on those 3 people or 5 people or whatever, and that's all I kept going back to, it would drive me absolutely insane. So I talk to them, and then I come back 4 or 5 days later. I'll talk to them, and I'll come back 4 or 5 days later. So it's not like you don't ever want to come across like you need these people, because really you don't. In a lot of ways, they kind of need you. Like, they need this opportunity. They need this in their life, the positivity, the good things that come from being a part of Zaya. Don't be on the hunt. We share the information and let people decide if Zaya would be a good fit. Less is more. Sometimes people just want a sip of water from us when they're asking about what is Zaya, and we're spraying them with a fire hose. I can't tell you how many times I'm like, okay, why don't you screenshot what you're responding or how you're responding to these people's, you know, requests for more information. And I'm like, whoa, that's so much information. Like, it's way too much. They don't need to know how much you love the company and how amazing it is. Of course, they're going to figure that that's how you feel about it because you're talking to them about Zaya. So I always try to find out why, like what's piquing your interest about Zaya? Why did you talk to me about it? What's making you want to know more? So I can know how to answer their questions and guide it to be them focused, not me focused. So recruiting is all about other people. Number 3, I just said that one, sorry. Number 4 is be authentic. Always be you. Don't try to use my verbiage because it's just going to come off weird. So whenever I give you verbiage, if you're wanting that, tweak it and have it be your wording. If you find yourself trying to convince the person, stop. No one should feel like they're being convinced or persuaded to join. Like, it should be their decision. They should see the benefits of it and want it to be in their life. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So if somebody wants this in their life, no matter what you say to them, it's going to be okay. So even if you do spray them with a fire hose of information, it's okay. If they're the right person, they're going to be able to read through that, figure out what exactly you're trying to say to them, and they're going to be just fine. Sorry, I am working from my bedroom because we are getting our carpet ripped up downstairs. So it's really loud. The next one is work from appointment to appointment. So this is where I was talking about how I'll wait 4 to 5 days before recontacting somebody. And what I love about my phone and looking at messages is it will tell me how long it's been since I've talked to that person. If it's been less than like how many hours is it? 72 hours in 3 days. If it's been less than 72 hours, it's almost too soon. People need 5 to 6 days. They need a week. They're rolling it around in their head, I promise. And so when you're looking at somebody like me or somebody that's been involved in Zaya for a while, and you're like, well, she just keeps sponsoring people, and how does she keep recruiting all these people? And it's because I have been working with some of these people for months. I've been talking to them for months. It's been weeks of me answering their questions. I just had a lady today that messaged me, and I have been talking to her. When was our first message? And she finally just responded to me. Hold on. Let me show you guys. It is not a fast process. When did she first message me? The middle of March. And she has not signed up. I sent her 3 times with no response from her. Hey, what you thinking with Zaya? Hey, what are you wanting to do with Zaya? Just wanted to follow up and see if Zaya is of interest. Those were all a week apart. And then she goes, can you tell me a little more about it? So I sent her the join video for her to watch it on the join section. It's a great video. And she goes, will do. I said, let me know when you've had a chance to watch it. So she messaged me back, said she's watched it. She wants to know how much the starter kit is, all that information, what the requirements are. She asked some other personal questions. We went back and forth for a while. And then I haven't heard from her for 2 weeks. She stopped answering me. I messaged her twice more. Hey, are you still interested in Zaya? 2 more times. She finally got back to me this morning. Hey, sorry, been a little busy. Yes, I am still very interested. Middle of March, you guys. So when I'm telling you recruiting takes time, I'm not kidding. Like, you got to constantly be filling that funnel. And people are watching you on your social media platforms. So that's the whole point of being consistent in your social media, is because you've planted these seeds and they're like, okay, I'll watch you. And then they see you post and they're like, man, that outfit was really cute. They see you post again and they're like, man, I wish I had a little more time or money or something, right? They see you post again, and it just keeps putting that in front of their face, and they keep rolling it around in their head. It takes people a little bit of time to digest joining and doing this. Parties and shopping, totally different. Usually those are pretty impulse decisions, but joining your team takes a little bit of time. It takes, they want to make sure that they've had all their questions answered and their need has to become big enough. So something is going on in her life that she doesn't like or she wants more of, and she's ready now to jump because whatever's been going on in her life, she's tired of it and she wants something to change, right? Okay, so don't count your chickens before they hatch or your eggs before they hatch. So, even though somebody tells you they're going to join, who knows? It might be next month. It might be in 6 months. Okay. This list that I'm working off of is from Get Over Your Damn Self, from that book that I know I've shared with a lot of you. And she talks about leading with the business and defaulting with the products. Honestly, you could go either way. I've led with the business and ended up them becoming a customer, and just saying, you know what, I just love to earn your business. If repping for Zaya is not your thing, that's fine. I would just love to earn your business. I've also had people that have been customers that they end up loving the product, loving it more and more and more. And then they're like, okay, I am going to do this now because I love the product so much. So you can go either direction. The next one is don't leave rambling voice messages or texts. So short and sweet. My favorite phrase is KISS. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Less is more. Just, hey, how are you? Just want to check in. Okay. You always want to lead what's in it for them. So that's kind of the whole, what is it that they're wanting to get from Zaya? It's about them. Recruiting is hard when you make it about you. You've got to make it about other people. If it's a no, ask for referrals. That's one that I really need to work on. And then don't end the conversation without asking them to be a customer. So I always try to somehow loop them into my VIP group. So I'll give them the link to have them join my VIP group. And then let's see. Oh my gosh, I have so much on recruiting. Okay. I have so much. I could honestly talk for probably another 30 minutes. You always ask. You never know who's looking for this opportunity. A dentist's wife could be interested, or somebody that's working at McDonald's. You never know who is wanting and who can afford this and who needs this in their life. It's not always about money. Sometimes people need community. They need friendships. They need support. They want to feel like they're connected to something. Okay. Always talk about recruiting at every party you host, even if no one looks or seems interested. Always look for leads, not necessarily recruits. Okay. You want to use soft word choices like, if you would like to take a look, please let me know. Or if you would just like some information, if you would like to find out more. Those are soft word choices when it comes to recruiting. It doesn't feel pushy. It doesn't feel salesy. And that's really important. When you're talking about Zaya, you want to kind of think of it as a gift that you're giving to somebody, an opportunity, a gift. There's 5 gifts that come from a direct sales company, specifically Zaya, that I'm going to talk about. So the first is financial freedom or income. Everybody has a different reason for wanting that money. Maybe it's a credit card debt or activities for their kids, private school, living in their dream home. They want to go on more vacations. They have college that they need to pay for, or retirement. Flexibility of time, you guys, this is huge. I literally choose when and when I don't work. It is the best. Okay. And you can pick how long you work for. And, if I want to go and do things with my kids instead of, sitting and, taking care of my business for an afternoon, I can. Nobody's telling me what I can and can't do. So money and time. And then the next one is community, friendship. So what I love is, this is from Direct Sales for Dummies. And she says, you are lucky if you have one friend at work. In direct sales, you'll have many lifelong friendships. And that is so true. I think so many of us are wanting people who can be in our life, who really love and care about us and have a genuine interest in helping us. Recognition is the next one. You will be recognized and rewarded all the time in direct sales. And if you're not being recognized or rewarded, you need to talk to your sponsor or your upline, because that is something that is a really big part of this company. Personal growth and self-esteem. So that's the last one. Watching people grow and change and develop talents and abilities they didn't know they had or could develop. I love watching this in my team. It is the best part. I love it. I feel like a mom watching my kids grow and change. I just want to like squeeze you guys and hug you when things are going awesome. I want to squeeze you and hug you even more when things are going bad or they're rough. Like, I just absolutely love that part of direct sales. So planting seeds during a party, mention joining Zaya in some way 5 times throughout the party. Do not share your life story about Zaya with people. Short and sweet. You want to talk about what can Zaya do for them. It can be fun. It's easy. Make extra money, rewarding, pays for a car payment or a child's activity. Do not come across desperate ever. You know, I'd love to have you join my team. Here's some info to get started and to take a look at, and walk away and check back in a few days. Always ask them to join the Become a Rep Facebook group and let the group do the work for you. Let's see what else does she say. I love this one. Okay, she says when someone shows interest from either the Become a Rep, or if you have talked to them on Instagram or Facebook, she mentions that you say, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you to sign up? A 1, they're not ready to sign up. A 10, I'm ready to sign up now. For the people that are in-betweeners, so I'd say an in-betweener is probably anybody from a 3 to 7, you have a decider party. This party is a party that she hosts, and at the end, she decides if she's ready to join or not. This is a win-win. She either joins and uses her credits to get product free and half price. Oh, sorry. Either she joins or she gets product free and half price. So just remember too, no never means no forever. It means not right now. People's circumstances, what's going on in their lives change constantly, and what they think they need or want now could change in 6 months. So there's a lot of objections that people will say. A lot of times it's the cost of the starter kit, which I totally get. So if it's ever the starter kit, I always offer people to do a party. And if somebody really can't find the money for the starter kit, it might not totally be a really good fit for them. I think all of us know how to find extra cash when we need it. So if they really want to join, they will make it happen. I know that's something that a lot of the Canadians have expressed to me, is that they have people that want to join, but the cost of the starter kit has been a little bit of a deterrent. So you got to find ways to kind of work around that, because I used to get that all the time too in the United States, and our starter kit was even more expensive than it is now. I think the cheapest one was like $450, and you didn't get to pick any of your items. You just got what you got, and whatever size they sent you, it was fantastic. So you guys have way better starter kits now. And the $200 Zaya gift card, I mean, just really try to hone in on some of those things that, they get everything in their size. They're going to be able to wear it right away. You're going to help them earn back the cost of that starter kit as fast as possible, with their help and with their effort. Try to really focus on those things. So there's 3 things that people will usually say. So they're going to object. They're going to say it's too expensive. So you want to follow up with feel, felt, found, the 3 Fs. So I totally understand how you feel. I felt that way too about the starter kit price. But what I found was as I started to sell, I was able to recoup the cost of my starter kit in my first month or 2. Okay. So I love the 3 Fs. So always try to validate their concern through feel. Let them know how you felt and what you have experienced by working hard and what you've done. Okay, so I'm done talking. I know that was really long, and I'm really sorry. So what questions do you guys have, or what do you guys want to talk about? You can unmute yourself or type it, whatever you want to do.
Hey.
Hi, Trina. How are you?
So I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. So I've done 2 ads.
Okay.
I probably have 400 messages in my box. I have talked to so many people. It's absurd. Like, I'm not kidding you. I spend my entire day on my phone messaging people back and forth, information, sending them videos, sending them links, and check out the group and do this and do that. I've had about a dozen people literally type, yeah, I'm going to sign up today. And then they stop talking. And then they don't respond to my messages. And then I look like your messages where I've sent them like 3 just super simple messages, like, just wondering, are you still interested, or are you ready to get started, etc. Like, I looked back on my messages that you and I had gone back and forth on and used a couple of those, but like literally they're gonna sign up and then nothing. They're just gone.
Okay.
And then I've had a couple who well, one girl specifically, she was like, yep, I'm totally into this. She works in a yoga studio, super wanted to sign up. She started following me. I followed her back. We messaged back and forth. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna sign up after work today. Bam, done, gone. Won't talk to me anymore. I don't understand.
Weird.
And I'm working so hard on my own personal brand. I feel so stuck, like so stuck. I'm putting so much effort into building my brand because, like, you know, I'm trying to do this on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So really out of my comfort zone and my own on building my own brand, and been doing video, which is not normal for me. So kind of busted through that barrier. But I just don't know what to do at this point with the number of messages I have. What should I be doing?
So it kind of will depend on the message, and we can talk more about this after the call, but one thing that I did find that was really, really good, with anybody that had kind of said they were interested and then they like checked out, and I'm like, where'd you go? Like, why aren't you responding to me? Like, we had some really great dialogue, some back and forth, kind of like what you're saying. So one thing that I did is so we had that Sam Higginson call, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all I did was I wrote, I'd love to have you listen to this call from the former national sales director from Rodan and Field, Sam Higginson. And I put the link.
Can you send me that?
Yeah. So all I do is send this.
Okay.
Because it's great. It's such a great call.
Mm-hmm.
And then it allows me to follow up with them again. And like this girl, she has not responded to like anything I've said, but she hasn't told me to stop.
Okay.
So I'm going to just keep inviting her and talking to her.
Okay.
So I followed up last week and I said, hey, just want to follow up and see if Zaya was still of interest. And then yesterday I sent her another message and I said, hey girl, what you thinking with Zaya? I'd love to have you check out my team's Facebook group about repping and see if Zaya would be a good fit for you. You can be a fly on the wall and add yourself. Here's the link.
Okay.
So I keep kind of just giving them information and then I follow up. And then I give them some more information and then I follow up.
Okay.
So
those are good ones.
And then like if they've talked to me and they're interested, like this sassy girl, I don't know what her name is. I don't know if that's actually her name. So this girl, you know, we had some back and forth, not a ton. I sent her things to look at. Let's see. I sent her the link for the call. She actually messaged me to have the link for the call. I messaged her 2 more times, 2 weeks apart. So I'm going a week apart, and I could probably even go longer, but I don't. I try to stay between 5 and 7 days.
Okay.
She messaged me today from my message yesterday. Okay. And she said, sorry, crazy week. I think I'm going to have to keep it on the back burner right now, both financially and time-wise. I need to wait a little bit. Not saying no, but might be something down the line. Thanks so much. And I said, okay, I totally understand. There's never a perfect time, but there is sometimes a better time than others. I'm here for you when you're ready. So in like a month, I'll check up with her again and I'll say, hey,
Yeah.
how are things looking? Are things better? I'd love to work with you and make Zaya, something that could be in your life if you're ready now, or if it's too soon, let's hold off another month. And I'll tell so do you see how, like, I'm not coming across like, I really need you to join my team this month. I'm trying to hit a
Yeah.
promo. Can you please join my team? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I keep sending them messages until they tell me to stop.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Will
I don't
do.
know. I don't know them, and I'm okay with being ignored. I would rather be that way through social media than like people I really know. Like I wouldn't be like this to people I know. People I know, I kind of let them bring it to me. If they start asking me questions, I'll answer them. But once they stop asking me questions, I stop talking about Zaya, especially face to face. Like if I'm at my son's basketball game and one of the moms starts asking me questions, I'll answer her questions. But as soon as she stops asking me questions, I stop talking about Zaya and I talk about her. And I start, oh, how are things going? Oh, awesome. Oh, yeah, we just went here. We did this, and just, you could talk about the things that, even if, I think that something that is so important is sometimes I think we downplay our small successes. Like I'm going to be able to replace the carpet in my house because of Zaya. And this has been a dream of mine. I know this is going to sound really funny. I have wanted to replace the carpet in my house for a year. Okay. And it's because of Zaya. Like, I'm so happy about that. Like, that's such a big deal. How many of us were able to put gas in our car because of Zaya, or not be stressed because, we had a couple extra $100 in coming in from Zaya and we could pay something that we needed to. So make sure you're talking about those things too. And you could do it in your stories, which is really nice, or just in passing, like, oh my gosh, our fridge went on the fritz. And thankfully I had some extra cash from Zaya and I was able to pay the bill. I mean, how many people does having your washing machine break ruin people's, that is a big financial thing. Having appliances die, having something happen with your car. So those are good things to talk about, and just keep following up with people. Keep being friendly and kind and nice, and people are watching you. They are watching you. Okay. Did that help? And we can
Yes.
screenshot some of those conversations and we can and send them to me and we can chat about them.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Oh, thanks, Vanessa. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Any other questions? You can always private message me too. Recruiting is honestly, it's one of my favorite things about this business, and it used to scare the bejeebies out of me. I love sharing this and having people realize just how fun and easy it can be.
Natalie, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you ever stop messaging with someone because you don't like their vibe? I know that sounds awful, but if you feel like someone probably wouldn't be someone you would want on your team,
Yes.
Do you ever ignore it? Okay.
Yeah, don't ever feel like you should sponsor somebody just because they're interested. If you don't think it would be a good fit, yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah. This business is for everyone, but not everyone's gonna love maybe necessarily how I run my business or how I do things. So I try to be really open about that too. But yeah, there's some people that I've messaged and I'm like, I don't know if I think we're gonna think we're going to be done. Or I just don't push it. You know what I mean? I just like, you can do whatever you want. Was that somebody that you've been messaging?
Yeah, and I don't think she was ever going to sign up anyways. Like, she was just very, it was the one I messaged you earlier, because I'm humming and hawing whether I should follow up with her again, because we had kind of left it. She was one that was like, well, that sucks, and like all the snarky comments back.
Oh.
Do I just let it go, or do I follow up? Because I've just been leaving.
I would see if she wants to be a customer and move her into my VIP group. And then just see what happens.
Okay.
But sometimes a personality like that is really hard to, she's going to have to overcome a lot of like personal things to change that kind of mindset.
Yeah.
I can't totally remember everything you told me about that either.
It's okay. It wasn't anything major. It was just, she was very, I mean, every question she would ask, I would answer. Her response was always negative. Like, it was, that sucks, that's stupid. Like,
oh yeah, I'd be done.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, you have a nice life, whatever you're deciding to do with it. Since you seem to have everything. I mean,
but it was weird though, because she would have these like insults, but then she would ask more questions. I'm like, I don't get you, but oh well.
Yeah, some people, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to say this again, this business isn't for everybody, it's an amazing opportunity, but the company's not perfect. We're not perfect. So I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, honestly, I think people think they should just be given things for free because they showed up. And
Okay, so that brings me to another question.
Okay.
Now, I know myself, I think Janet did some ads too. But for us who have done ads, I get an overwhelming number of people who honestly think that this is, they just sign up, we send them free clothes, and they take pictures and post them. I don't know where that comes from, because my ads actually say that an investment is required, because I was trying to get rid of that. And literally people will message me and be like, so how do I get the clothes? And how many pictures do I have to post every week? And I'm like, what? Yeah. I don't know where that comes from.
I don't either, because, and I've actually had this conversation with people, and I'm like, just so you know, like Athleta and Lululemon require you to have like so many thousands of followers before you can even be an ambassador for them.
Yeah.
And they don't just send them free clothes. Like, I don't know where it comes from either. It's really odd.
Yeah. I just don't know how people seem to confuse the business opportunity. Like, I haven't seen everybody else's ads, but in my ads, this is clearly a legitimate business opportunity. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's a business opportunity that requires a time investment as well as a investment into your business. And I'm still getting all of these people, and I just don't know what to even say to them.
So I would let them know that if they want free Zaya, they need to do a party.
Okay. Okay.
If you're 20 free Zaya, I would love to do a party with you. You'll get stuff free and half price. And
yeah.
If you book a party with me, I can send you a free bomber bra. Or I can give you a bomber bra at my pricing.
Okay.
So you're not out anything.
Yeah. But
yeah, the whole, like, I don't know where this mindset comes from. I'm not sure if it's like the whole influencers thing. Malie just said it's from other brands that just have ambassadors. People don't always read the whole ad either. Unfortunately, they see leggings, they see rep, and they message you. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But still, like, I think
even ambassador programs are, you if you want to be an ambassador, you still have to buy the clothing and then you get a discount.
Yeah.
But you still have to buy them. Yeah, please. I'll just send you an outfit.
Yeah.
To all 200 people that messaged me, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So try to turn it into business for you.
Okay.
So, say if they really just wanted to get free clothes or whatever, say, I would love to earn your business, give you 25% off your first order. Would you be interested in that?
Okay.
And say I have a code, it expires the end of April. So
Mhm.
they have a time frame, because if you don't put a time frame on it, they will never order. People are
Okay.
like, we don't do what we're supposed to, right?
Yeah.
And so if you put that on, then that gives you another reason, like on the 29th, to message them and be like, hey, your code's expiring tomorrow. Have you had a chance to jump on?
Okay.
These are my 3 favorite things. Let me know if you need
Yeah.
help with sizing.
Okay. Okay. Good stuff.
So
Thank you.
you're welcome. I always try to turn, because some of these people I paid for the advertising, right? And I'm trying to turn that. I want an ROI. I want
something.
investment. So I'm trying to turn them into customers. I'm trying to turn them into hostesses, find more people, open up, their circle of friends to me and their family, so I can find more people.
Okay.
So yeah. Does that
Thank
help?
you. Yes,
Sometimes
thank
I
you.
feel like I talk in circles.
No, not at all. No, it's good.
I'm like,
Thank
I
you.
don't know. I wish you guys had someone else to listen to too sometimes. So we need to do like a call with Paula or something. Paula's amazing with recruiting. I love her. She kills me. So, okay.
Yes.
Any other questions? Is that it? Okay. You guys have a good day. Message me if you need
Awesome.
anything.
Okay.
Thanks for jumping on.
Thanks.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.